Welcome back to the Deep Dive. It is Sunday, February 1st, 2026. Just take a deep breath. Can you even believe it?
I know.
We are exactly 1 week away from Super Bowl 60 at Levi's Stadium.
The hype machine is fully operational.
Oh, it's in overdrive. The media days are kicking off, and we are sitting here with just a massive stack of research analytics, film study, you name it, trying to figure out what is actually going to happen.
It really is the calm before the storm. And honestly, digging into this matchup is fascinating because it forces you to choose like a football philosophy.
We've got the NFC champion Seattle Seahawks
Versus the AFC champion New England Patriots.
the rematch of the classic Super Bowl 49. I mean, we have to acknowledge the elephant in the room right away.
The Malcolm Butler interception, you have to.
You can't avoid it.
You can't talk about these two franchises meeting in a Super Bowl without bringing it up. It's the 9th rematch in history. But here's the thing for you listening. While the media is going to spend all week showing grainy replays of that goal line pick, the reality on the field today is, well, it's totally different. This is about the now.
And that's our mission today. We are going to cut through all that narrative, fluff the ghosts of 2014, and look at the football reality of 2026. We're talking trench matchups.
Coverage shells, the specific metrics that actually decide these games.
Exactly. We need to strip away the storylines and just look at the schematic chess match.
Because when you peel back the layers, this is a clash of two very, very different ways to build a team.
But before we get into the X's and O's, I do want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, sportsbrackets.net. Look, we're hyper-focused on Super Bowl 60 today, but I know a lot of you listening are learners.
Right, the people who want to be 3 steps ahead of everyone else.
Precisely. You're already stressing about next season's schedule. Sportsbrackets.net is the resource for that. They've already got future opponent schedules posted all the way out to 2028.
That is wild. 2028, most GMs don't even know who's going to be on their roster in 2028.
But you can know who they're playing. So if you
Yeah.
want to be the smartest fan in the room, go check them out. But okay, let's unpack this matchup. We have two incredible turnaround stories here.
Historic turnarounds, really.
New England goes from 4-13 last year to 14-3. The whole worst to first thing is everywhere. And Seattle, quietly, also 14-3.
That New England turnaround, it ties the NFL record for the best single-season improvement. That's a 10-game swing.
Wow.
Yeah. The only other teams to do that were the 99 Colts and the 08 Dolphins. It's a testament to Mike Vrabel in his first year.
So usually when a team flips a record like that, people scream, luck. Is there any truth to that? Are the Patriots lucky to be here?
That's the million-dollar question. If you look at their Pythagorean expected wins.
Which is just a fancy way of looking at point differential, right?
Exactly. It tells you how many games you should have won. And New England, they actually outperformed their expectation. They won a lot of close, ugly games.
Whereas Seattle?
Seattle's been a buzzsaw. They have the point differential of a truly dominant team. Mike McDonald has built a machine.
It's the battle of the mics.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the guys under center. Because this quarterback clash is, well, it's unexpected.
I mean, if you told me 3 years ago we'd see Sam Darnold versus Drake May in a Super Bowl.
I'd assume I was playing Madden in franchise mode.
It is the most unlikely matchup we've seen in a decade. Let's start with Darnold. This is a redemption arc for the ages.
He's the first quarterback from that famous 2018 draft class to start a Super Bowl.
Wait, really? The class with Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson?
That's the one. Baker Mayfield, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. None of them have started one. Sam Darnold is the one who got here.
But it hasn't been perfect. I was looking at the stats. He led the league in turnovers with 20. That sounds problematic.
It is problematic. He is what we call a high variance quarterback.
Okay, break that down. What does high variance mean in this context? It means his range of outcomes is just incredibly wide. On one play, he'll make a throw that only 3 guys on earth can make. The next play, he throws it directly to a safety who isn't even moving.
Right.
But here's the key. In that NFC Championship game against the Rams, the reckless Darnold disappeared and the fearless Darnold showed up.
So he's seeing the field, not ghosts.
He's attacking tight windows, but he's doing it aggressively and accurately. He didn't turn the ball over. If that version of Darnold shows up, Seattle is terrifying.
Then you flip to the other side, Drake May, the kid.
He is a baby in football years. If he wins, he beats Big Ben's record as the youngest QB ever to win a Super Bowl, 23 years old.
And he won his first 3 playoff starts.
Ah.
But the metrics show he's been struggling a bit. His completion percentage dropped, and his sack rate doubled.
The sack rate is the major concern, but you have to contextualize it. Look who he played to get here.
The gauntlet.
Exactly. He faced the Texans, the #1 defense, then the Broncos, the #2 defense, and then the Chargers, the #5 defense.
So he beat 3 top 5 defenses just to get to the Super Bowl.
Correct. So when people say his stats are down, well, of course they are. He's been playing elite units every single week. And now he gets the #6 unit in Seattle.
There's no break.
No break at all. So while the team of Destiny vibe is strong with New England, May is walking into another buzzsaw.
Which leads us perfectly into the trenches. This seems to be the matchup. Every single analyst is circling in red ink.
This is the danger zone. This is where the game will be won or lost. May was sacked 47 times in the regular season. In 3 playoff games, he's been sacked 15 times.
5 sacks a game.
5 sacks a game.
That is not a recipe for holding the Lombardi Trophy.
Historically, no. You can't live behind the sticks. And here's the problem Seattle presents. They call their defense the dark side for a reason. They have the 4th best pressure rate in the league.
Okay, so they bring pressure almost 40% of the time. Do they blitz a lot to get that?
That's the scary part. No, they have one of the lowest blitz rates in the NFL.
Help the listener understand that. Why is pressure without blitzing considered the holy grail?
It's simple math. A blitz means you're taking a linebacker or a safety out of coverage to rush the QB. You're sacrificing coverage for pressure. Seattle doesn't have to do that.
They get home with just 4 guys.
Just their front 4. DeMarcus Lawrence, Leonard Williams, Byron Murphy. This means they have 7 guys clogging up all the passing lanes.
So for a rookie quarterback like Drake May, that's a nightmare.
A total nightmare. He's going to hold the ball, waiting for someone to get open, and while he waits, Leonard Williams is just crushing the pocket from the inside.
And Lawrence has a sack and a forced fumble in both playoff games so far, right?
He's playing like it's 2017 all over again. He is just wrecking games.
So if the pocket is going to collapse, and it sounds like we agree it will, what's the counterpunch for New England?
The counterpunch is Drake May's legs. This is the X factor that stats don't always capture.
I mean, the 37-yard run against the Chargers.
Yeah.
And the 28-yarder to set up the winner in Denver.
Exactly. He's a big, athletic guy. When the play breaks down, he doesn't just fold, he escapes. We call it off-schedule creation.
The immovable object versus the escapable force.
Something like that. The whole game might come down to a handful of plays where May has to decide in a split second, do I slide, throw it away, or try to make a miracle? He has to walk that fine line.
Let's pivot to the skill positions.
Yeah.
Because there is a historic season happening on the Seattle sideline that feels a little under-discussed.
Jackson Smith-Njigba. JSN.
This guy has been absolutely electric.
He really has. He led the whole league with 1,793 receiving yards. And in the NFC Championship, 10 catches, 153 yards, just unguardable.
And he's chasing history, right?
He is. If you include the playoffs, he's right on the doorstep of 2,000 receiving yards. The only other guys to ever do that are Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua.
That is elite company.
So tactically, how does New England stop him? Well, New England has a top-tier secondary. Christian Gonzalez, Marcus Jones. But the chess match here is about where JSN lines up. New England plays a lot of quarters coverage.
Okay, unpack that. Quarters coverage. Plain English.
Imagine the deep part of the field is divided into 4 vertical zones. You have 2 safeties and 2 corners, each responsible for 1/4 of that deep field. It's designed to stop the deep ball.
Keep everything in front of you.
Exactly. But JSN plays in the slot. And in quarters, the weakness is often the safeties having to cover those routes over the middle. If Seattle can get JSN matched up on a safety,
They win that rep every time.
every single time. If you see JSN catching balls over the middle early in this game, New England is in big trouble.
But Seattle isn't just an air raid team. They run the ball a ton.
They do. 50% of the time. 3rd highest rate in the league. Kenneth Walker III is a beast.
There's always a but.
New England's run defense is a brick wall. They allowed negative EPA per rush this season.
EPA, expected points added. So you're saying every time you run against them, you are statistically hurting your own chances of scoring.
On average, yes. Running against them is a wasted down. They're disciplined, they hold their gaps. So if Seattle keeps banging their head against that wall for 2 yards a carry.
They're just putting Darnold in 3rd and longs.
Which brings us right back to that fearless versus reckless debate. If he's forced to drop back 40 times, do the turnover ghosts come back?
It's going to be a fascinating psychological battle for him. You know, I want to take a quick second here, because while we're dissecting this game, there are 30 other fan bases right now sitting at home planning for next year.
The offseason is already here for them.
Exactly. And that's where sportsbrackets.net comes in handy again. For the learner in our audience, the one who is already thinking about the schedule release in mid-May,
Or training camp in July.
sportsbrackets.net is the place to bookmark. It's not just about the Super Bowl. It's about being the smartest fan in the room all year long.
It's a great resource. Knowledge is power, right?
Absolutely. Okay, let's get back to the game. I want to talk about X factors, the stuff that decides games but isn't on the main billboard.
Special teams volatility. This is a huge one.
I love a good special team stat. What'd you got?
Okay, so only 3 teams in the entire NFL scored on both a kickoff return and a punt return this season. The Jets were one. The other 2,
Don't tell me.
the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots.
Yeah, both of them.
Both of them. Rashid Shaheed for Seattle has 3 return touchdowns. Marcus Jones for New England has 2.
So whatever you do, do not go to the bathroom during a punt.
Never. In a game this tight, a special teams touchdown is essentially worth double. It breaks the game open.
And another X factor, that road record for New England.
The Road Warriors. They are 9-0 on the road this year.
Has that ever happened before?
No team has ever been undefeated on the road with at least 9 wins. They thrive in hostile environments.
So a neutral site in Santa Clara might not faze them at all.
I honestly think they prefer it. They just won a snowy grit fest in Denver. This is going to feel like a vacation.
Let's talk money. The odds, courtesy of sportsbrackets.net.
Yeah.
Seattle is a 4.5-point favorite.
And that line moved from 3.5. That tells you the big money is coming in on the Seahawks.
And the public sentiment.
Heavy on Seattle. About 69% of the public is backing them.
Why is that?
I think it's the complete team argument. Roster-wise, Seattle just feels deeper. They have the weapons, the #1 scoring defense. New England has sort of scraped by.
It goes back to that Pythagorean thing. New England is walking a tightrope.
Exactly. And New England is an underdog in a Super Bowl for the first time since 2002.
The very beginning. Against the Rams when nobody gave him a chance.
It gives you chills. That Team of Destiny vibe is hard to quantify, but it's there.
What about the total? Over-under is 45.5.
That seems a bit high to me. Both teams allow about 17, 18 points a game. The sharps, the pro bettors, are all over the under. They're expecting a 2017 type of game.
Fewer possessions, fewer points.
Yeah. Exactly. So the expert consensus is pretty much all Seattle. The logic is sound. They're more talented.
But talent doesn't always win. Grit counts for something.
That's the wild card. If May plays like a rookie, Seattle covers easily. If he plays like the guy who beat 3 top defenses, New England has a real shot.
So what does this all mean for the listener?
It means settle in for a chess match. Don't expect fireworks. This is going to be about field position, turnovers, and maybe one huge special teams play.
We've got Bad Bunny at halftime, so at least there's that.
Laughs? There you go.
Before we wrap up, I want to remind everyone to head over to sportsbrackets.net. They have downloadable prop bet sheets and Super Bowl bingo cards.
Those are fun. It adds another layer to your watch party.
Definitely. Print them out. And keep an eye on that bingo square for punt return touchdown, I'm telling you.
It's coming.
One final thought to leave you with. New England just went into Denver in the snow and won a game scoring 10 points. It was a street fight. Seattle played in a dome and put up 31 in a track meet. New England has been forged in fire this last month.
And Seattle has been cruising.
Exactly. Sometimes the team that's been in the street fight has the mental edge.
Does cruising make you confident, or does it make you soft?
Is the team of destiny real, or just a narrative we tell ourselves? I guess we find out on February 8th.
We certainly will.
Thanks for listening to this deep dive. Enjoy the game, and we will catch you on the other side of Super Bowl 60.
Enjoy the game, everyone!